This week, Angelo catches up with Lee from Flat Earth Games to find out a bit more about objects in space. Continuing a theme, we take a look at Oxygen Not Included, the new colony manager from Don't Starve developer Klei, and in the latest episode of Player Chat, find out more than you needed to know about freelance writing and video game academia as we chat to James O'Connor. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week we have some sad news. If you're watching Player Attack on an Australian free-to-air community television channel, whether that's C44 in Adelaide or C31 in Melbourne and Geelong, this will be the last episode you'll be able to see in its current format. After months of uncertainty, Australian Liberal Senator Mitch Fifield has confirmed that the free-to-air community TV signal will be switched off on June 30. The decision will leave dozens of locally produced shows homeless, but all is not lost. Player Attack will still be a part of the C44 and C31 digital networks, so you can still check us out online. Of course, we'll also be on Aurora, where we started more than 5 years ago, and no matter where you are in the world, you can find us online in various places, including Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Moving right along, even though the dust has settled a little after E3, the event is still just about all anyone wants to talk about. In case you'd forgotten, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is really happening. We've been waiting so long for this game that it's unsurprising fans are lapping up every single drop of information that's made its way out of Ubisoft. The game itself is a prequel set in the 24th century, or one generation before Jade, the protagonist from the original game, was born. The storyline focuses on the human-animal hybrids that also appeared in the original game, but before they were accepted as equals, they were actually developed and raised as slaves. More than a handful are staging a revolution, creating an incredibly diverse wave of space piracy, and you are swept along with it. Actions will have consequences and repercussions, minor characters are randomly generated, and a few legendary characters bring some familiar faces. And in case you were curious, you can play the game completely solo and offline, but if you would prefer, Ubisoft is experimenting with online co-op with up to 15 players, so you can get some solid help from your comrades. Predictably, we don't have a date or even a real time frame for Beyond Good and Evil 2, but at this stage, 2019 seems like the earliest we'll be getting it. Another big sequel revealed at E3 was, of course, Metroid Prime 4, and while I would love to give you an information dump about that one, I don't really have anything to offer. Longtime series producer Kensuke Tanabe is back for this one, even though it's not being worked on by traditional developer Retro Studios. Again, no release window for Metroid Prime 4, but Nintendo has helpfully pointed out that it will be available sometime beyond 2017 for Nintendo Switch. In other news, the future of the Hitman franchise is now back in safe hands, even after Square Enix announced it would be parting ways with developer IO Interactive. After months of speculation, IO has been purchased by IO Interactive, which is returning to its indie roots after 8 or so years. The best part of this arrangement, the developer has secured the rights to the Hitman series, so stealth fans can relax. Agent 47 is safe and resting with people who love him. Now, according to the website, OpenIV is a multi-purpose editor and archive manager for the PC versions of Grand Theft Auto 4 and episodes from Liberty City. That is, it was. The mod has been in development for almost 10 years, playing as nicely as possible and only changing things in the single-player game because messing with online gameplay is just asking for trouble. Regardless, publisher Take-Two Interactive has come down on the modders like a ton of bricks, releasing a cease and desist notice claiming that OpenIV allows third parties to defeat security features of its software and modify that software in violation of Take-Two's rights. Effectively, Rockstar has made it illegal to mod GTA 4 or episodes from Liberty City, and while they disagree with the claims, the modders accept that it would take too much time and energy to take Rockstar and the publishers to court, and even if they won, the modders would get absolutely nothing out of it. In quick news, Hideo Kojima has confessed that when he first explained upcoming title Death Stranding to his development team, nobody got it. He says he was trying to make something new and something different, and the team's reaction showed that he was on the right track. Sticking with PlayStation, here are some numbers for you. In the 3 months since Horizon Zero Dawn hit shelves, Aloy has dismantled more than 545 million watchers and slain more than 1,285 million bandits. She's crafted more than 285 million fire arrows, and she's died more than 185 million times. And perhaps more impressive than all of that, there is one person, single person, playing the game who has picked up more than 12,000 rocks. If that's you, why? As if long-time BioWare fans weren't already excited enough about the studio's new one, Anthem, they're now frothing at the mouth. It's been revealed that Drew Karpyshyn, one of the writers behind both Mass Effect 1 and 2 and Knights of the Old Republic, is working on the game. Keep in mind that Drew left BioWare back in 2012, and that's around the same time that many people feel the studio's writing quality sharply declined. So even if you don't know his name, Karpyshyn's involvement is kind of a big deal. And finally this week, this is Pepper Grinder. We don't know anything about it, but it looks good and it sounds good, and that is good enough for us. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, we've got plenty more still to come.